Welcome back to some All the Mods 9. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Without further ado, so there's plenty of stuff been going on between episodes. As you can see, I have built some more area for our seeds. If we look at the quest book, I have done about 80% of the seeds. I haven't got into these ones, but we did get some as rewards, so that's why some of these are ticked off. The only ones we don't have are like ice and saltpeter and nether and aluminium. If we ever realize we need these, I will make them. But until then, we don't need them, so I'm not going to make them. Some of the ones we do need, we need to get the cruxes first. But this has been pretty good. There's some seeds that aren't on this quest book, but you might want to get as well. So there's silicon seeds, which is useful for refined storage, and quartz enriched iron, and there's some other random ones that are pretty good. Amethyst seeds might not be on there, maybe they are. Anyway, I think refined glowstone was a quest reward, so I put that there. Just so the way this works with your lily pads underneath, the ones closer to the center that are getting more lily pads will grow faster. So put your stuff like diamonds and gold more to the middle, and then the ones that you're not really bothered about, like zombie seeds, which only really give you zombie heads or rotten flesh, which I'm not that interested in too much. I put them further away. Same with the rabbit and fish, not that bothered. Dirt, and then these ones are out here too. Anyway, what else have I been up to? So I have moved nearly all the base down here. This is going to be temporary until I decide what I want to do and expand it some more that way, because we're going to want a big extreme reactor in here at some point and big storage system. But for now, I just wanted to be in one spot, trying to figure out what decor I want around and how I'm going to do this. But everything's pretty much over here now. We even brought over his experience crystal. So some of this stuff is chipped decoration, which you need the workbenches for. I don't think I've used the mason table. I had tried to put some different colors into the base, so I had some light blue concrete, but I wasn't that keen on it. I will probably change the design up a few more times before then. But what else I want to do, what I want to start with today is I want to get into some actual crafting with refined storage. So some auto crafting. But what I want to do first is run some refined storage cable and external storage. So this stuff and the external storage buses. So these. So we're gonna have to craft some of these up to these guys. So we will eventually change these into ender chests and have it all imported into a big storage system. But for now, I'm just gonna build some shoddy cabling maybe up the back of here and stick some external storage buses onto these things. And I'm also gonna run one over here, and we're still infested with slimes. And I'm gonna run one over here to this backpack. Hopefully. I haven't tried, but hopefully the backpack will accept an external storage bus. If not, we're going to have to change this to a chest, which isn't that big of an issue. Because if we look at this one, this is a netherite chest now, because we're getting lots of netherite essence. So it's getting cheaper and cheaper. I've got 4 tier 4 stack upgrades, which means that each slot can hold 4.1 million, which will suffice for now, at least. And there's always all these other slots, so if any of these actually do fill up, we can just have another slot, and we don't really need to worry about it. So I will get onto that. I think I want some of this, maybe some silicone. I will get onto that and run the cables, and then I will bring you back. I don't think there's anything really that you're gonna miss out on. Just gonna take a while. I mean, we've built these things before. Processors. We will automate this later on in this episode, hopefully. And I'm gonna put some crafters up here to automate crafting crafters, and we'll have some furnaces to automate glass, etc. And we'll put a lot of recipes in here, and it should be pretty good. Well, I've run all the cables and set them at the moment to extract only, because I don't want a bunch of random stuff that I put into the system to just end up in these. However, I am pretty certain, like I said, this isn't going to work. Oh, maybe it will. It's actually picked up, like, 3% full. Maybe this will work. Let's go find out, shall we? But yeah, all of them on extract only. Yeah, I guess it does work. We've got 42,000 slime balls. That's good. I'm happy that works. Just throw everything in here for now. Except that. I can go back on the wall. Yeah, so we've set all that up, so we've got access to all our essences and everything else, because this is going to help us with automating. So we've even got Ethereum essence on there and a slime balls. So slime balls are used in refined storage in every processor, which is these processor bindings. So what I want to start off with, so we've got our pattern, is we should probably start off with automating the processors. So to automate these, we just go like this. That creates those. So, and then obviously we need to automate the processor binding, which is those. And we get string and slime ball from our mob masher. What else do we need? Silicone we get from our mystical agriculture setup. So let's teach it that. Then go into this one, raw improved processor, and gold. Well, we have some, but we also get gold from our mystical agriculture. So let's put that one in there. Same with the diamond. We get that as well. And we also, just in case we don't have any, get the redstone from there. So let's throw all those in here. Doesn't matter on the order. Actually, I don't think I made the diamond advanced processor. There we go. Let's chuck that one in there. Just do a little bit of organizing so I know what's going on here. There we go. And now, if we craft 10 of these, that should craft 10 of those. There we go. So that's the first step. Where are we? Refine storage. So this might help us a bit. Get some items. What do we get? Basic processor. So what we need to do now, we actually need some more patterns because that's empty. Put that in there. We need to be able to smelt these into the processors. So we need to change its processing, and then basic processor there, basic processor there, put that on the pattern. Same with these ones. Oops, improved, just like that. Then what we need to do is get a furnace. So do we want to use this one? I'm going to leave that one for now. What we will do, I don't know if we've got any in here. We do. We will set up a new one for it. So I'm going to just do it here. We need all the factory upgrades for the iron furnaces mod. What do we need here? Augment factory. We've got that. That's fine. Throw that in there, and it's now that. And then we just need to power it up with our cables, which are in here. So if we go behind here and sink it into the wall, yeah, why not? We will power it from behind, like so, and then cover this back up. That should now have power. Then what we need, I think it's a crafter actually. We need to make another crafter. So we will put this into a recipe eventually. Well, very soon actually. But for now, I'm just going to handcraft one of these. We do need some more quartz, which is fine. As you can see, there's lots of tiers of crafters. Just gonna handcraft these ones so I can get it set up. There we go. And then what you're gonna need to make sure you do is face it downwards. Actually, I decided it's gonna be better to put the furnace on the ground, like so. And what we'll do is you need to make sure the crafter is facing downwards, like that. We're going to put these patterns in here. Just going to rebuild everything where I've made a mess. Then what we need to do is, that's still powered. Yeah, that's still powered. Connect this up to the refined storage system with a cable like that. That's connected that up. Then what we actually need to do is get an import bus. Well, an importer, sorry. Which we will also automate soon. Importer, and put it on the bottom of the furnace. Actually, oops, do I need to do anything in here? Items, blacklist, nope, that's fine. Everything's in the right place. Then we need to connect this up to the system as well, like that. Now that should all be set up. So we can put upgrades in the importer, but for now we will leave it. But yeah, importers import stuff into the system, so they'll take it out. Exporters take it out of the system and put it into something. And then crafters can kind of do both if things work. I might actually not even need the bus on the bottom. So if we get rid of all of this, we might be able to have the top as input and output. But some things, oops, that's annoying. Some other machines might need it to do it from two faces instead. So we'll give this a try. So we've set the furnace up to input and output on the top, which is where the items are coming in. And we've turned on the auto output and the auto input. So let's see if this works, shall we? Scroll down. Where are we? I think, nope. You can press a button here. I don't know. Anyway, craft 1, start. Furnace come online. Crafted it. Is it gonna auto output to the top? No. Doesn't look like it is. So what we will do then is we will put our cable back on. Importer. And set the bottom to output. Put the top back on input. And as you can see, it's gone. And then now that should be inside our system. Which it is. There we go. Advanced processor. So that has automated that. What we need to do next is automate the crafter. I want to automate the crafting of crafters. So let's have a look. So we need to make another one because we haven't got enough space in that one. My intention is for the crafters to be up there at some point, but for now they can stay down here. And then what we will do is we will put that in there like so. We've already automated the quartz. We've automated the advanced. Let's automate. Oops. Let's automate the destruction cores and the construction cores. And did we do the machine casings? Nope. Let's do the machine casings as well. And what we could also do, because I don't know how much stone, we got 300, but we could also automate the stone. So we're getting stone essence and coal. So we can automate that as well. And then we just put all of this in here. And we should be able to make a crafter. There we go. Another crafter. So now we've automated the crafting of crafters. That has set us up quite a bit. What we do need to do next. So as you can see there, base speed is 1 times for an iron crafter, but this can hold 27 patterns. Gold is 5 times faster, diamond is 25 times faster, and netherite is 125 times faster. So this needs blocks and neural processors. So I don't think we've got these yet. We could make them. We've even got obsidian. So we could automate these. The only thing, I don't think we're making enough netherite at the minute. But we could also like automate the iron crafters and maybe up to gold, because 5 times faster actually sounds pretty good. And then we'd just have to automate the chests. But we should also automate patterns, because we have run out of patterns. Nope, not patterns, just pattern. There we are. So we should also automate these. Like so. And then if we make some patterns, so let's make some. Apparently we don't have enough quartz enriched iron. Do we not have that set? Oh, okay. So let's craft another one of these. Let's oops, wrong way. Let's automate quartz enriched iron, like so. I think we'll just shove that in there. Then we should be able to make those. But yeah, you get the idea. We can even see all this gold. You get the idea. This is going to be pretty fun. We will just add patterns when we need to. So all those rabbit hole crafts we can just throw in here. I am going to automate the gold crafters, I think. And then we will move on. So we will automate this same way we did before. Obsidian we've got, crafting tables, we've got wood essence, we've got gold. Yeah, and I'll be right back. So as you can see, I have made 10 of these gold crafters and changed everything up to there. So and there's more patterns, so it goes faster. I've also made a crafting monitor, so you can monitor what you've asked the system to make for you. Also upgraded the furnace because it wasn't fast enough. It was causing a bottleneck when creating some stuff. I've also auto crafted 64k storage disks, so we've got a lot more space, and I can bring everything over from the other base, which was pretty easy to make. Adding all this stuff to our system increases the power requirements. So at the minute we're on 414, which we can handle because what I did in between episodes, other than bring our original one over, which is this one, I also created another. This one's only got basic energy cube, but these two should be sufficient. They are keeping up. This is pretty full. We've still got 3,000 there and 9,500 there. And that can hold 41k. So yeah. However, we might have to sort this out at some point because it's got 2k, but we'll just put a void upgrade on because we don't really need that now. But what we could also do is increase the amount of pop a bottle in pots. So we've got room to expand. What I want to do next is get wireless access to our system. So we're going to need a wireless transmitter. So if you control click on, so let me show you. Cancel all this. Hover over what you want to make. You see how it's blue here? That means you can craft everything that's in highlighting blue. So if you control click, it will bring up your crafting preview. You can press start on all of these. It will craft it. And then if you go into it again, and you just have to wait a minute because it's busy. I think when it crafted the enriched iron, the machine casing used it instead. There we go. Wireless transmitter. So all you need to do with this is place it somewhere on your network. Now, we'll place it there. But this only has a 16 block radius. We also need to make a wireless crafting grid, which is this. So if we click on there like so, that should create everything. No, that's the wrong. Everything except the grid, which we can also craft. Just give it a minute. We're gonna have to make some more of those, but there's the crafting grid. I keep losing the wireless crafting grid there. If we go into this, we can craft up the crafting bench because we've got it in our system. And we'll craft that, and then finally craft up these. Just give it a minute, and there we go. Wireless crafting grid. I think all we need to do is shift right click on there. I'm uncertain why it's not charging. Our system should charge this. Oh, it's charged. There we go. Now we have access wirelessly to our system. If we look in here, this might actually show us some things. So you can get wireless grid, which is just a normal, and a wireless fluid grid. Quests here, some more quests here, and then this is what we're going to go down. So let's make a range upgrade first, shall we? And that should be as easy as that. Oops. Control click. Range upgrade, yay! And you can start off by putting those in there, and it only increases it by 8. However, there are some more upgrades. So we've got infinity range upgrade. So let's have a look at what this requires. So we need a nether star for this, netherite and range upgrades. We do have all of this, so we can actually make this already. We just need to make another range upgrade. And throw all this. Oops, I probably wanted that, but I'll throw all this stuff in here, and then there we go. Infinity. Infinity range booster. And then we can make a dimension card eventually, so we can make this work cross-dimensionally. But we need 3 more infinities, which means another 3 nether stars, and then another 4 nether stars. So we will make that in the future. However, we do not have all the nether stars for that yet. I think I did get 2 nether stars. Yeah, I got 2 nether stars from some of the rare rewards, which was pretty good. All we need to do now is put this in here. A lot of blocks. However, I do think this increases the usage. So at the minute it's 4,500 FE per tick. We might not be able to handle all that power at the moment. We'll have to keep an eye on this because that is burning through the ethylene. Not 100% certain what this actually kicks out. That is producing about 3,000 ish per tick, and that's doing 1.6. That's barely running. Yeah, we'll just have to keep an eye on it, and if it runs out, we'll just have to take off the infinity range booster because it's not essential at the moment. We still have a lot more things to do, but we do need to look at getting some better power, to be honest. What we want to get into next is some better power, so we're going to do that by going for, is it extreme reactors now? Going into extreme reactors. So I want probably get into this more next episode, but we can start it today. We've already got uranium mystical agriculture seeds set up, I think that's one of them. Yep, we have some uranium here, which is good, but what we could set up is graphite, because you can make graphite seeds. Here. To make those, though, we need some blocks. So to make blocks, we need to pretty much just smelt coal. Do we have coal? I know, actually, I have quite a bit of coal in here somewhere. Yeah, so let's take all this out. Throw all of this back in here. Now we've got all the space. Make 4 blocks. Smelt that down. That'll just get automatically put in the system. And then we can automate the seeds. Let's make some of those. Graphite blocks. And what was the tertium essence? So we'll take one of these. Put that in there. So this is pretty much what I've been doing when I've decided I want that seed. I've just been getting all the things together, throwing them over here, which I moved over, and then just planting them. So this will help us get the graphite that we need or want. And we'll just place it down here. I've nearly finished with all the lily pads, just one more row. We could also end up putting a couple of layers on the outside eventually, maybe, if we decide we need it. Or we could just plant some more seeds of what we need. Oops. I right-clicked that, that's fine. Yeah, now we're getting graphite. So what we can do is we can follow the quest line. So this says it wants 16 graphite. So at the minute, while that catches up, let's just throw some graphite in here. Some coal in here, and there we go. 16 graphite. So this will teach you how to, I think about here, it'll tell you what you need to make the first and the smallest reactor. So if you just follow this, it will help you. So 4 reactor casings and some reactor glass. What I'm going to do is automate all of this, because we nearly have everything we need. And the system shut off because I think we're out of power. We are completely out of power. Okay, so it's a good job we're getting into this. What I'm going to do then is take this out. Give it a minute and it'll reboot. But yeah, we are not ready to use that. However, that's fine, because we're going to get into the bigger reactors very soon. If not today, next episode. What was I doing? Quest, what do you want? 4 reactor casing and 4 glass. Okay, throw those back in there. Reactor casing, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 glass. Which means we need reactor casing. Actually, let's cancel that for a second. Reactor casing, because I don't want it to use the reactor casing that we need. We need more graphite. Have we got enough graphite essence yet? We do. Let's automate that. Let's automate that right there. And throw that in there. What was I making? Glass. Glass. You. And that should have already been made. There it is. Glass and reactor casing. So there we go. And it gives us some more reactor casing. What we need next is reactor control rods and fuel rods. So let's automate those as well. Control rods. What we need to do though is also automate pistons. What is that? We're not making pistons with titanium. That would be silly. So that is all of that made. And then we need fuel rods. We don't have uranium. We've got uranium. However, let us put that in there as well. So let's throw you in there. And then where have I been putting all of these? Did I just put them in there? Graphite. Where did I put the blocks? Apparently I put them in there. It's fine. I don't know why I'm spreading them, trying to spread them out. I'm not even sure if it matters. How many did it want? Just one of each. Did it make it? Yes, it's all the way up there. And one of the fuel rods. That was quick. And there we go. That is the next part. Then we also need to make that and that. So same again. Let us automate these things. And we're going to have to automate redstone blocks. And what was that one? That was that one. So let's automate this. And we're going to have to automate hoppers. Which is easy. It's no big deal. It's easy enough. Throw all those in there. And if we put at extreme here, we can just do it like this. And we're missing the graphite. So how's about we put a stack of coal in here, and then we have graphite. One of these. One of those. And we need one of them. Oh, not yellow. Automate that. Oh, we need some more patterns. If you press shift, it stops everything moving. And let us also automate redstone comparators. What is that? Quartzite. We are not using that. We will do that. And also redstone torches. And should probably do sticks as well. So it's just, I give up. I'm just going to throw it all in there. And what was we making? The controller. There we go. So this will help us quite a lot. I'm happy we've got that all set up. There we go. And then that's it. We need 20. We need one more reactor casing and one more access port to make the basic. Where is it? Access port. One more of these. Do pretty quick. And one more casing. And this will make the most basic reactor possible. And this pretty much tells you how to build it. 3x3. In the middle of the bottom face, you can just use another reactor casing. And then a lot more pages. Every reactor, blah, blah, blah. Next, we'll place the fuel rod. So I am going to build this. This is what it's going to look like. Just follow the book. And this will tell you how to make bigger ones. And there's a lot to do. Because we need to get into this, because this, when it uses uranium, it will give you cyanide. And then if we click on this, we need cyanide to make cyanide blocks. Ooh, we can make that into a seed as well. So we will make a cyanite seed. Because I think we definitely need cyanite for something to do with the ATM star. Extreme reactors. Insanite. Okay, so insanite comes from beniotite. It's a lot of tites. Ludicrite? Plutonium? Yeah, anyway, there we go. Cyanite makes that. It's a bit of a rabbit's hole, isn't it? Cyanite makes that, which makes it. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna need cyanite, which is why we should make a seed as well. But yeah, as I said, what is that? A mob yoinker. What's that? Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I will make this. I don't know where I'm making this, and I will be right back. And we're back. So I've built the reactor. I just pretty much followed the quests. Reading through this tells you where to put everything, tells you what to do. But if you're unsure, 3x3 of casing, and including the middle at the bottom, and then what we got here: solid access port, controller, access port, and power tap. This one needs to be set to insert. This one set to outlet. So extract. The top is your control rod. Oh, bugger off. And inside would be your fuel rod. So then I've put uranium in here. Those are the most annoying things. Switch is sat here. And I turned it on. And there we go. We got power. We're generating 550 FE RF per tick. FE RF, same thing. Will you go away? And the only thing about this is it doesn't turn off when the buffers fall. So you can do some redstone and sort that out. Which I will do at some point, but I'm not going to do it right now. And you can change the percentage of insertion of the control rods to keep the heating down. But I don't think this basic one will explode. I don't think. Don't think so. It's only when you get bigger you need to make sure that you're cooling them down because they're generating so much heat. This one tells you about moderators, blocks that you want to put inside when you make it bigger. Yeah. I think also if we go to extreme reactors, when we do make it bigger, we can have redstone ports and set them to turn it off when... So it'll turn it off when, I don't know, usually I do it when it's like 90% full on power, so it's not wasting fuel like it is at the minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it off and leave it for now. I think in between episodes, I'm going to figure out what a design for... We'll probably go 5x5x5. So we're going to make this bigger. I'm going to find an area. I think I'm going to dig that out further and put it further back in the middle of the room. I really hate these things. And we're going to set up some redstone to make sure it turns off. And I just need to do a little bit of research on what I want and where. And yeah, that should sort out our power problem. I don't know what... Oh, valid items. Here we go. I don't know what the best moderator is, to be honest. I'll have to read up on that. But if it is netherite, then we can do that. Yeah. I think that is going to be it on the extreme reactors for now. Until next episode, probably. In fact, I might have it built next episode in the middle of the room, and I can explain it for you. So we're nearing the end of the episode here. Well, this is the end of the episode. What I wanted to do was just see what quests we've got. So I made some logistics pipes for the chests, because They're pretty cool, and use the configurator to sort them out. So all you need to do is make sure it's set on extract on the bottom, and just leave that as is, and make sure that's set on extract. And yeah, mechanism logistical pipes are pretty cool. Easy enough to make. Now we've got some stuff set up. Yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like the explanations on how to use the stuff. I know we didn't get too much done. We did set up auto crafting and more of the storage, and we got into some extreme reactors. I know it was a lot of explanations. I hope that is something that you want more of, because I think it's useful to learn how to use things if you don't know. But if it was too much, let me know, and I will do less explanations and try and concentrate more on more building in the videos. However, I don't think we're in too much of a rush to get through the pack. I just want to have fun playing it, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you liked the episode, please leave a thumbs up, and subscribe if you're still here and you haven't yet. That would really help me out a lot. But thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.